Happy August. Welcome to my first Project Pan update. It feels like a good one. I feel like I did things. So I guess I'll just go ahead and run through it all. Also, yes, I did get my haircut and I absolutely love it. Although this is going a little crazy right now, but that's okay. The first thing I was working on was this lip scrub. I wanted to finish it. And I used it, what is that, 24 times in July. And it looks done, but there is a tiny bit left. So I'm gonna use it now and see if that finishes it. Okay, I just used another use. And I still think there's like one or two more use, like there's probably one use on the bottom and then there's some at the top there. That's probably another use. So I'll finish it very soon, but not quite. But like, it's so close, so almost there. I still call that a success. I used it more than I probably would have otherwise, so I'll take it. Next up, I did in fact finish my primer, so that was exciting. I used it 6 times, and that was all it took, so that's fun and exciting. And then we have some of my just like progress goals. I don't really care if I'm panning it, I just want to use it. So first up is my skin tint stick. And we'll do both views here. Put it all the way down. I honestly don't remember where it was before, but right now it is there, where my nail is. And then if we do up, I have that much left. So I don't know how much oh, by the way, I used this 6 times. Yes. I don't know how much visual progress that is, but like I used it a few times, so there must be something. Probably a little bit, not too much, but that's okay because I'm not worried about using this up right now. Similarly, I'm not worried about using up my bronzer, but I figured I'd see the progress. I also used this 6 times because I used those together. And again, I don't know. I feel like this one's really hard to see on camera because it's all just kind of blurring, but there it is. If I say I see progress, it's probably just a placebo effect. I'll be so real. So I used it a few times. That's okay. Next, I had my illuminating stick, which I wanted to use 10 times, and I used it 11 times. So that's cool. And there it is all the way down, so you can see like the space. And then I'll put it all the way up. And it's only that much. I feel like that's good progress, actually. Did I do my little marking on this one? I did. So a few of my things I have like cute little drawings and like markings. And I did mark it at the end of June. So now that it's been a month since then, I can see how much I've used 11 times. And that's a crazy difference. I'll be so wait, let me mark this. That is actually, wait, I didn't write the date. That is actually a crazy difference. You can't really read it, but just look at this line versus this one. That's a lot of progress in a single month. I don't know how that happened because I feel like I viewed like the other like visual progress increments, I guess. I feel like those, I used it more. I don't know how that worked. I wonder if it's the way I'm applying it, because I used to just like basically draw it on and then blend it out as blush. But recently I've been using a brush, recently I've been using my brush and like brushing it on and then tapping it on. But that feels like it would use less, so I don't know how that's working. And I've only used it as eyeshadow once, I think, this month. So all of that is just as blush. And I don't know how that's working, but I'm happy that it's working. I wonder if I could actually finish it by the end of the year at this rate. I probably could. That might be fun. So anyway, that was really satisfying progress. I like that. So the next thing is my loose powder. I just wanted to make progress on this because I've had this forever and it's probably going to last me the rest of my life. That's a bit dramatic, but it is lasting me forever. I'm trying to get it somewhat level. I don't know. There we are. So I don't know how much of a difference that is. It's really hard to tell. We'll look at it here. That actually might be some progress, like for real. Judging from that line, which is in December, the light is on it. So it's lower than the line, which I don't think it really was last time. So again, I'm not sure how that happened when I did use it 16 times, which is more often than I would normally use makeup, so that's cool. I keep forgetting to say the numbers, I'm so sorry. Next is my highlighter. I wanted to use this 10 times and I used it 15 times. And I don't know if there's much visual progress, but I've been trying to level it out instead of just making the dip more prominent. So I've been working on like this side, trying to level it out a little bit more. So I feel like there might be progress, it's just kind of hard to tell. Then I have my eyeliner pencil, which was also just a progress goal. I just wanted to use it up some. I used it 16 times and I have that much left, which I feel like is very similar to last time, or maybe I'm remembering wrong. Again, whatever. I'm not too worried. Then I have some of my more fun out there products. I have my blue eyeshadow, which I wanted to use 5 times, and I used 5 times. Towards the end, I had to really force myself, but there it is. I don't know how much of a difference that is, but cool. And then I have my gold eyeshadow, this bad boy. This bad boy that was drying out, and I said at the end of July, I'm calling it done no matter what. I got to use it a grand total of 3 times before I felt like I couldn't get anything else out because it's so dried. Like, those final 3 uses, it was like, nope, I'm done now. So I got 3 very pretty gold looks, and then it died on me, and I don't think I can get anything else out of it, even though it looks like I could, maybe. Like, technically there's some product in there, but it's so dry that I can't get it out. Which actually, I'm actually really sad that this is done because I really, really, really love how this looks, and I'm not so much into makeup to feel that way for many things. Like, I don't really care about whatever products I'm using most of the time, but this one was so pretty. And it surprises me that I haven't reached for it until like this summer, because I've had it since 2019. I think I've gotten more expressive with makeup. Like, I wouldn't say I have very bold makeup, but I definitely use bolder colors, like in a subtle way. So yeah, I've learned how to use very bright things like this, and unfortunately as soon as I fell in love with it, it is gone. So it has done me well. I have other gold products, they're just not the same, but that's okay. Next product is my blue eyeliner. There's no way to look at how much I have of this, but I wanted to use it 5 times and I used it 5 times. So this paired with the eyeshadow, like I would put the eyeshadow underneath my eye and then the eyeliner wing. That was fun because it was like a 2-tone blue thing. That was a good look for me. I enjoyed doing that. But it is very specific to what I'm wearing, because like I wouldn't do today because I'm green. But you know. The final product I have that was the big one, the one that I wasn't sure if I could do, my lip gloss. my clear that doesn't look too clear because I put it over lipstick, lip gloss. I wanted to get to the eye in Milani, and I'm going to call this a success. Oh my goodness, the sun, look. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit above the eye, but keep in mind we were up here, and I don't particularly absolutely love this, although I have found a new appreciation for it over this month. So it's not quite in line with the eye, but I'm calling it a success anyway because that is way more than I expected to use. If I used it like 1 or 2 more times, it would probably be there, but I'm just gonna call it good and be like, yes, I did it. Because I feel accomplished, and that is the whole point. Okay, that is all of my makeup that I panned in July, and I've determined that I like smaller goals per month because it keeps me motivated, and I want to use all of my makeup more is my ultimate goal. So now I get to choose what I'm panning in August, which will be tricky because I know August is going to be super busy and not makeup friendly. I am in marching band, and band camp is very soon. So between moving back to college, band camp, starting classes, I don't think I'm going to be wearing makeup all that often. So we're going to be a little more chill with the goals because this month was a stretch for me when it comes to how often I'm wearing makeup. I did have to push myself a little bit more to do more makeup, but it was fun. Next month, though, I definitely can't do that same thing because I'll have a solid, like, week and a half, 2 weeks where I will not be wearing makeup no matter what. So we're gonna go very chill. Yeah, let's pick some things. First off, I'll finish this before I go back to school because this has like maybe 2 uses left. So yeah, I'm going to finish this in the next few days. I'm doing it. I want it done. I'm gonna go based off of what I've been panning. I think I do want to continue working on this illuminating stick because I saw such good progress last month. I feel very motivated to continue working on this. I don't know how feasible 10 uses is considering my schedule. It's probably possible. It's a weird balance because there are more days in August I absolutely cannot wear makeup for my own sanity. But there are also more days where I'm out interacting with people, like, you know, I'm going to class. I'm not just sitting at home. So those two, I think, kind of balance out, but leaning towards less makeup. So I'm gonna try 10 uses with this because that was really satisfying, and if I can keep that up, I could probably finish it by October, which would be very cool, or like mid-October. So yes, 10 uses for this bad boy. I'm definitely not going to pan my base products like my skin tint and my bronzer. I don't think I'll wear them at all in August, but I'm wondering if I should keep track of it just for documentation purposes. Okay, for documentation purposes only, I do want to include my skin tint and my bronzer because I've actually been able to keep track of these products since I got them. So it'll be very, very interesting when I finally finish them to see how long it took me. So for that reason only, I am going to include these as just, I'm not going to put a progression goal on it, I just for documentation. So I'm not going to put any pressure if I don't use it at all. Cool. Same thing with my loose powder. I will actually use this more often, but I just want to keep track of it for funsies. So this one I can do a progression goal on because I'm more likely to wear this on like casual days. So I do a progression goal for my loose powder. Next thing I should probably pick is my highlighter, and I am unsure. So I could continue with the highlighter I've been using and try to continue leveling it out. This is enticing because the lid is broken obviously, so I don't have to keep broken packaging, which is mostly why I'm panning this too, because it doesn't have a lid. So I could continue with this highlighter, or I could use this trio palette and do something with this. Is this color good for like eyeshadow? Ooh. Okay, I've been struggling really hard to figure out what to do with this pink highlighter because it's too dark on me to be highlighter. It could probably be a very bold blush, but I already have my bold blush already. But I think this could be a really, I think this could be a really pretty like eyeshadow. And it's the only one in this palette that I haven't naturally hit pan on. So that is tempting to use that as eyeshadow. And maybe I can test wearing it underneath my powder blush, see if that like makes it more natural on me. I don't know, as like blush. That is also tempting. Which one do I do? Because with this palette, I could also still use these two for my normal highlighter. Or I could just put in both. This as my highlighter, this as blush slash highlighter. Because these are very, very shimmery, and I'm not sure if I want to be shimmery all the time in my first few weeks back at school. So, okay, I don't want to go too extreme, so I am going to continue using this highlighter in August. I think I'm going to go for 10 uses on this. So 10 use go on my highlighter. And then I think I do want to try to make a dent in this pink highlighter. In ideal world, I want to hit pan on it because then I could have pan and everything in this palette, which would be very satisfying. Realistically, that's not going to happen. So I think I want to, maybe this is my 5-use goal product. I know I said I was going to go more easy with the goals, but then I'm doing the exact same goals that I had already. But it's fine because I feel like my schedule balances out to have similar makeup days. So yeah, I'm going to try to use this pink highlighter 5 times. I've determined. Of course, I'm going to continue working on my eyeliner pencil. It would just be progression. I'm not worried about it. I'll use it every single time. I have 8 things so far. I think I'm going to pick out a lip product and an eyeliner and call it good at 10. That way I can focus more on those things and I feel like it'll feel more feasible. Yeah, because I already have my highlighter, which can act as eyeshadow, and I don't need 2 eyeshadows. I don't wear eyeshadow all that often. Let's pick eyeliner first, because lip products scare me. I think this is all of them. Yeah, I had 5. Okay. So I have black, I have sparkly black, I have blue, which I was just using, I have a navy, and I have white. So, with looking at my color palette so far, I'm leaning towards pink neutrals. I'm not gonna go blue. I've used it in July. I'm gonna take a break from that. Honestly, I don't really want to pan my normal black eyeliner, mostly because I know I will need it for the upcoming marching season. So I don't want to use it and then run out when I actually need it. So I'm going to hold off on that. White eyeliner is so hard to use, especially liquid. Maybe another month, but not now. So I'm down to a sparkly black or a navy. I feel like navy could be fun, like with the pink. I'm feeling navy, so I'm gonna go with this. I'll try to use it 5 times. Yes. Okay, now I have to pick some sort of lip product, which I have a lot for someone who doesn't wear lip products very often. Okay, I believe this is all of them. Only a handful. Okay. So, I don't want to wear bright red lipstick. I have it for my marching band makeup, so I'm not going to use that for my project pan. I don't think August is quite the season for super dark lipsticks, especially black, this very dark red, and this lipstick that is also a very dark red. Those are more late fall winter, so those are out. So now we are left with these three. I have this clear lip gloss I've been using. I have this brown liquid lipstick that's glossy, and then I have this bullet lipstick that honestly I only use as blush because it's a shade too light for me, so it looks a little silly. So I use it as beautiful blush, but I already have a blush picked out. So these two. I feel like this color would go really well with the, oh my gosh, this is a terrible angle. Let me just watch it somewhere else. I feel like this color would go really well with the highlighter that I want to use as eyeshadow. I feel like those go really well together. But also, I'm not really a lipstick person. So do I want to do that right now? Could be fun. Or I could make more progress on this, which would be easier for me to do. Both of them are glossy, which I have found recently that I prefer matte lipstick. Oh well. I think I will stick with the clear lip gloss because, again, this is a very summery product for me. And August is still summer, it's just beginning of school summer. Where this, I can see myself using this in September, October time, like throughout fall. So I have more time to work on this. Where I probably, if I don't work on this in August, I probably won't work on it until next summer. Which is a bit long considering I want to use it up. So this was not making very good progress throughout July until like the past week when I realized, oh shoot, I haven't been using this at all. I need to work on it. And I've actually started reapplying throughout the day. Usually I don't because I don't care enough to. It's just another thing to worry about for me. But I've started reapplying this throughout the day and that helped so much with progress. So going into August with that knowledge, I feel like it can make a good dent. I think the smart thing to do the smart thing to do is to go for the top of the M, so it's just that much. But I'm silly. So I kind of want to try for more. Okay, hear me out. What if I just have this goal as much as possible? I think the minimum I want to use up is to the top of the M there. But I think my true goal, the goal in my heart, in my soul, is to use this just as much as possible and see what happens. I think that's a good plan. So, recap. I did well in July. I met most of my goals, and the ones I didn't meet, this close. So, I'm very happy with how that turned out. For August, I want to finish the 2 uses of this lip scrub. I want to just document the use of these, even if I don't use them at all. I just want to know how many uses it takes from start to finish. I want to use my illuminating stick 10 times. I want to make progress in my loose powder, whatever that means, and use my e.l.f. highlighter 10 times. I want to just work casually and see progress on my eyeliner pencil. I want to use this pink highlighter as probably eyeshadow 5 times. I want to use my navy eyeliner 5 times. I want to get to the top of the M / just use as much as physically possible of my clear lip gloss. And that will be August, so that's fun and exciting. and I'll probably just go ahead and do my makeup now with the things I've picked out to start August off right. And here we are. I used the pink blush on my eyes, but it actually turns out more orangey brown than I expected, which actually is a more wearable color for me. I really like eyeshadow this color. I paired it with some darker shades in this palette. I used these two to like deepen the crease and add a little bit of a wing, like smoky wing eyeliner, which I've been really enjoying doing lately. This palette is like the one consistent thing that is not in my project pan, but I reach for. Because I really like how this eyeliner looks. Hi! I have a kitty. Oh my goodness. Hi, baby. Poppy is here. And she's very sweet and she loves me. And she's here now. Sorry, make a noise. Hi, girly. Ooh, big stretch. Hi, girly. She's only been with us for like a week, but I love her already. And I think she wants to be a lap cat. She took a nap on my lap once, and it was very sweet, but I had to go to the bathroom so bad. Are you settling down? Are you settling down on my lap now? As soon as I'm about to finish and get up and do other things? That's okay. Hi. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, eyeshadow. So I used pretty much all of my Project Pan items except for my eyeliner, my navy eyeliner, and I didn't use my base products, but those aren't really Project Pan items this time. It's just for documentation purposes. Hi. Oh, your claws. Yeah, I'm happy. I like how this looks, so I assume that I will have an easy time using my Project Pan items this month. Yeah. I will see you in September. And unfortunately, Poppy will not, because I will be at school and I'll have to leave her here. I know, I'm sorry. Technically, she's my parents' cat, so I can't take her with me, and I'm very sad about it. But anyway, see you in a month.